What's up, Fearless Horsepower? So we are here with a 125 engine, TTR Yamaha, and we are going to start cracking this thing apart. So right now I got my 3/8 drive with my half. So basically we're taking out these 4 bolts. This is going to allow this to come up off the piston, so I can determine if it's the piston that's broken or if it's the rod, or maybe even a spun rod bearing. We'll see. Hopefully you find this informational to you, I guess, or something. So this is what I'm taking out these 4 bolts. So that's those 4 bolts out. Come on, okay. What else do I need to take out? I think I need to take that out. So that looks like, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's just a guide to kind of keep that chain in there. Come on. Damn, those things are in there. So now I'm taking off the cover right here. taking off the cover to the chain, to the timing chain, I think it is. That was a lot easier with a ratchet than trying to do it with the hand thing. These two bolts right here, and this should separate away from it. There we go. Gasket and all that looks good. Internals look good. The light exposure is a little gnarly, but yeah. So as I'm breaking this down, I'm looking for things being broken internally to cause it not to work. So far it looks like the timing chain and the sprocket right here is all good. So we'll keep on taking this apart. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do something to where it won't do that. That was easy. Thought I broke it. Really? Come on. Yeah, so this is usually what I'm doing unless I'm playing video games. I'm usually trying to fix something or get further on a project of some sort. Just because my ADHD won't allow me to finish one thing at a time, it seems like. I have to do 10 fucking things at once. So now with taking out these two Allen wrench bolts, it seems like our top end has come loose. Okay. So now we just got to get this chain off of here somehow. Okay, so we got the gear out for the timing chain. And it goes in one way, comes out one way. So don't really have to worry too much about that. We just got to make sure we don't lose this chain into the block. Okay, so there's that. So we got the head off. Spark plug and all that connects into here. So you can see here's your spark plug, and then that's where it all goes down. Needs to be cleaned for sure. And that looks like it's going to be our problem for sure. But the question is, how is this held on? My only thought is it's going to be these two bolts on the side. And let's pray that it is. So now we got the pistons right here. And I think to get this part of the engine off, I'm going to have to get to these bolts underneath. There's two of them on each side. Just needs a little love. Okay, so we have found our problem, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that big chunk out right there. So, Cass, I figured it out. Look at that. Oh, look at the fucking piston. Oh, damn. Look at the piston. Holy shit. Look at this thing come out. If it does come out, you know? Ladies and gentlemen, your piston should never look like that. That is not a good piston, I tell you what. And this is why it was clanking and not running. So it looks like somebody got a little too excited and running a factory head. It looks like, yeah, factory Yamaha head. And this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Please upgrade your engines before you do this so you don't leave everyone else at this shit, you know? So the rod's good, but who knows how many chunks of metal are in this engine right now. This is where the piston's supposed to slide on. Luckily, I have an extra piston, but I don't know if my extra piston will work for this one exactly, but we'll see. But Yeah, so now I'm going to have to figure out how to get the metal chunks out of there. Look at that, Cass. That wasn't too hard. All right, so I'm gonna end the live stream here in a second because we have determined the problem. So I wish I could get a better view of this shit. Okay, so this is what we got going on. We got all of our tools and stuff organized. Our parts that we took off. We got our parts that we took off organized. So now we determined the piston needs to be replaced, and we determined what would this be, the cylinder, I guess, or it's either the cylinder or the head, one of the two. This will have to be replaced as well because there's a chunk gone. So Fearless Horsepower, we have yet figured out another project and accomplished what we needed. We are out. Deuces.